This is how you control the water softening and motor positions on your Culligan water softener. Press the down arrow. Reset salt can be done manually here so that you'll get a notification when the salt runs out. Regeneration or bypass is so that you can regenerate the unit today or bypass the unit entirely. Most of the time, if you have hard water, all you need to do is regen the system now or today. And today will happen at actually tonight, depending on how your clock is set up. Accessories are for putting in things like automatic shut-off leak detectors and other fun stuff. Advanced setup, you can control your salt dose. Let's take a look at that now. System setup will have your information about your system, including your dealer ID and stuff like that. Regeneration setup. This will control your salt dose. This controls your reserve capacity. This is the amount of gallons you still have after a regeneration, or I should say during a regeneration. Time of regeneration, and it's back to salt dose. Okay. Cycle times is generally good to use the defaults, and the defaults are 10-minute backwash, 48-minute brine rinse. This is actually calculated based on your salt dose, so it'll change automatically based on your salt dose. Fast rinse time of 10 minutes is normal, and refill time is calculated on your salt dose. Since we only have 6.3 pounds of salt, this is the amount of water that's needed to dissolve 6.3 pounds of salt. So we're going to exit out of that. Those cycle times are perfectly fine. That is for triggering a regeneration. This is for setting your date and time. And this is for controlling your motor position in diagnostics. This is what a service tech would typically do. And you'll go down to motor position, motor control. Motor position 1 is service. Motor position 2 is backwash. And it'll move it into position as I do this. Well, I moved it into downwards because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fill up the salt tank. So I moved it to position 6, which is bypass. And position 5 is brine tank refill. So you'll notice that it's refilling in the brine tank. You can hear it and you can see it down there. It's pretty fuzzy and grainy, sorry about that, but the water's coming into here. And I typically let the water come in until the salt starts to calve, which means it starts to collapse sort of like a glacier. And you can hear that happen. You might be able to even hear it during this video. That's how I control the motor positions on the Culligan unit. And it'll do this for the amount of time that you've set it for automatically. So that's going to be 286 seconds to dissolve that salt that I need to be dissolved for the first regeneration.